this video, we're going over surface area and volume. For this first sphere, I'm going to use the surface area. It is 4 pi r squared. So I'm going to type in 4 pi 12 squared. 12 is the radius. 4 second pi 12 squared. 5 will bump up to a 6. And that's in miles squared for area. For volume, we'll do volume on the next 3. Volume is 4/3 pi r cubed. So I would type 4/3 pi 9 cubed, because 9 is the radius. 4/3 pi 9 cubed. And that is in miles cubed for volume. For volume on this sphere, 4/3 pi, this is not the radius, this is the diameter. You have to be super careful and make sure that you split it in half to get the radius. So I would have 4/3 pi 3 cubed. 9 is going to bump up to a 10. So I need to fix that. And its measurement is meters cubed. Volume, 4/3 pi r. This is a diameter, so I need the radius cut it in half. That's 11 cubed. 4 divided by 3 pi 11 cubed. 5,575.28. And the measurement is feet cubed for volume. After the sphere, we have the cylinders. We are going to find the surface area for one cylinder. Two pi RH plus 2 pi r squared. 2 pi, the radius is a 3, the height is a 4, plus 2 pi, 3 squared. Radius, height. 2 pi, 3 times 4, plus 2 pi, 3 squared. And that is in meters squared for area. Now when we do the volume, pi r squared times height, pi 8 squared times 8, pi 8 squared times 8, for 9.5 is going to round up to a 50 feet cubed for volume. That 5 will bump the 49 up to a 50. Volume would be pi, the radius, that's a diameter because it's the full length, so my radius is a 2. times the height. So if you want to, you can just scroll through and change it to a 2 and a 10. And that's centimeters cubed for volume. Pi, the radius would be 11 squared times the height. So pi 11 squared times 11 46 meters cubed for volume. Next we have cone. A cone. We will do the surface area for 1. Pi r times r plus the square root of h squared plus r squared. The radius is a 6 and the height is 12. Pi times 6, 6 plus 12 squared plus 6 squared. Second pi, 6 plus the square root of 12 squared plus 6 squared. And area is squared. Volume of a cone, 1/3 pi r squared times height. 1/3 pi 5 squared times height. 1/3 pi 9/7 would be 9/8 with the 9 after it. And kilometers cubed for volume. One-third pi radius. My radius is a 10. If I cut it in half, times the height. One divided by 3, pi 10 squared times 20. 40 kilometers cubed. This would become a 1 for my radius times the height of 5. And that's how you find the surface area and volume of a cone. Now, on the surface area for a triangular prism, I'm going to switch it up. This equation does not work for the prism. So, I'm going to split it into different parts. I have this triangle, and I have this back triangle as well. They match. They're the same size triangles. So that means this right angle is a right angle here. If this is a 3, then this is a 3. If the diagonal is a 4, this diagonal is a 4. This is a 5, that's a 5. Now when I find the area of a triangle, I use the 2 legs, so I'd go 1, half. I use the 2 legs that are touching the 90 degrees. So I would use the 3 and the 4. The 5 does not touch the 90, which is equal to 6. Now because there are 2 of these triangular areas, I need to times it by 2, which makes 12. Okay. Then I have a rectangle. 2 times 4 makes this rectangle. Then I have the base. It's 5. This diagonal would also be a 2. So I'm going to have a 2 times 5 for this base area, that bottom part. Then I have this rectangle that's 2 by 3. Then I just add all of those together. So I would have the 2 triangles plus the 8 plus the 10 plus the 6. That would be my total surface area. For the triangular prism. The volume, we will use the formula. Actually, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna use the formula for the volume. You can if you'd like. It'll look just like it. So I'm going to pick one of the triangle bases. So as I look at this base, this is a 10, this matches the 8, and this matches the 6. The area of this triangle would be 1 half 6 times 8. If I move this, sorry. If I move this triangle to try and hit it against this other side, it has to move a total distance of 7 yards. So I have to times it by 7 in order to fill the volume of the shape. 1 half 6 times 8 is the area, and then to create the volume, I times it by that height that it has to move. So my volume would be 168 yards cubed. So we have volume for a triangular prism, which is easier, and the area, the surface area. What if we have a rectangular prism? Same thing. I'm not going to use this formula. It doesn't work. So if I find the area of this, it's 9 times 6. There's no triangles, so I just 9 times 6. And that would be 54. Now, there are 2 of those. So then I have this rectangle that's 10. By 9. This is also 10 by 9. So I times it by 2. Then I have this front side, which is 10 by 6, and the back is also 10 by 6. So I need 2 of them. So I would have 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 408 feet squared for the total surface area. So just a shortcut, you could do 9 times 6 times 2 for the 2 pieces. Then I had 10 times 9 times 2, because there were 2 of them. 10 times 6 times 2. Then I would go 108 plus 180 plus 120, because I can see them on my screen, is 408 is the total surface area. If we do the volume, you can pick any side you want. So I'm going to pick this side. It is 7 by 3. Then in order for it to hit this side down here, this is 7 by 3. And to move it to this side, I have to slide it along the length of 6. That means to create the volume, I have to times it by 6. 7 times 3 times 6. And it is centimeters cubed for volume. If you have any questions, let me know.